Inspect what you expect. Have you heard that saying before? I have multiple times. And it's important to kind of check our path in our own lives, certainly our families, specifically our children. So this may be some tough love, but this is directed toward me as well. I'm not a hypocrite. I fall off track sometimes. So we need to look at our expectations. We need to inspect them. We need to see the habits, see our discipline, see the accountability that we're having in life, right? If your children veer off, if they're, having a cheat day with their food, nutrition, if they're eating something bad for a day or two, that's fine. But what happens if that turns into a week or a month or a year or decade? Bad things can happen for nutrition, right? What about relationships? If your kids stop talking to a friend or friends and you ask about them 6 months later, like, oh yeah, I haven't talked to them in 6 months. Well, the relationships change naturally, right? What about with their schoolwork or their studying or something they're learning about? If all of a sudden they have a habit one day to study or put time into reading a book or doing something, and we don't check up on that, or nobody does, for weeks or months or years, how can they fall? How much course correction is needed if they're way over here now, right? That can happen. We constantly have to look at those things and to hold our kids accountable. And I'm talking more about technology, and I'm studying technology more in life for our children. If we're watching the wrong things, or something that putting information in our mind that's not good, not healthy for us, that could change our thought process. Changing our filter changes the way we see the world and what we focus on. And we get certain messages and messaging, and it may lead us away from our goals, from things that are important to us. So you've got to check in with your kids. You've got to stay on message with them, on point with them, be disciplined, be vigilant in leading them the best way possible. We're not perfect. They're not perfect. None of us ever will be. But it's important to check in. Give them a little checkup from the neck up, making sure their mindset's right. They're doing the right things. They're trying to accomplish their goals. It doesn't have to be every minute or every day, but check in with them periodically in the different phases of their life, because if they get off path, it's our job as a parent to guide them back to the right steps, to the right methods, to the right habits. So it's not easy, but it's worth it.